Hi, I'm Miss Know-It-All, and grab your popcorn because you're gonna wish this tea, this rural, semi-rural tea, it's gonna be something else. Just sit tight, get comfy, and yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So, in case you're wondering, I just made this. I just buy the kernels, and I have a pot here in my country that it's gone with a lever. I'm going to show you that. Yeah, I'm going to show you that first. And then we're going to do with the gossip part. So this is the pot. You literally rotate it. And it comes with, and it's a very good pot. You can use it for many other things. Okay, it comes with this mechanism that keeps the things rotating. Very useful also to toast peanuts. And to do anything that you need constant rotation. It's just like... And... Wait a second, this is still hot. I cannot put it on the table. And these are the kernels. But I kill them. It's a cheap... That's why... Popcorn, if you can do it at home, it's a very cheap and convenient. And especially because I don't follow the tradition around here, in Argentina at least. We eat it sweet. People eat it sweet. I eat it plain. Maybe with salt. And everyone looks like at me like, are you crazy with salt? Why? I'm like, why not? It's not normal around here. They have known that in other countries it's a style like that, to do it like that, but in this country, no, they don't. But you have come here, not for the international popcorn lesson, but for the tea. You see, one of my neighbors, it's apparently having a sneaky link connection with someone, and she rented the place, the whole apartment, solely for nasty purposes. And when I mean nasty, it's nasty. It's juicy. You might think, why a whole apartment? And why is that to do with the falling fertility rate in the whole country? Let's get into it, shall we? So, before that, an email in YouTube is pestering me, telling me, I need to tell you to subscribe, click the like button, and click the bell and all of that good jazz, and comment. Yeah, so, the thing is, no one can have kids because most of the people cannot leave their houses, even when they're old, and even when they already have kids. My neighbor happened to have a daughter already, and she works in a hospital in the other region, which is even more rural than this one. And even though it's a big region, it's so rural. It's like small town, big hell, we say around here. Everyone knows each other. It's very, very complicated to be sneaky around a small town. That, and we were talking with my other neighbor because we had nothing better to do. Now, mostly, you know what? We have common spaces that we have to clean. She never does. But she's also never here. And every time she comes, noises happen. And they order food every time. And here's the thing, ordering food, it's very expensive. It's not something that everyone can afford themselves to do. Especially every time that you're here. If you're doing it one time a week, well, you're rich. And you just like to spend. But you're doing it every time you're in a house. You just left your job and you order food every time. Like some food is costing around $18, $20. And salaries are around a salary of a nurse that she is. It's about 200, 300, maybe. maybe. But given the rural hospital where she works, she might be on $100. So she doesn't have the money to rent a flat and order food. But here's the thing. We always see, or at least the few times I have seen a glimpse of her, I've seen her with a man of scrubs, wearing scrubs. So maybe she's dating someone from the hospital. And here's the thing. Here's further into the gossip. If you are in a small town, you're dating a doctor and she's probably married, you can't go to that town and go to a random hotel or to a random, apartment just to go over there. And you might think, why are they going to an apartment and not a hotel? Wouldn't that be too obvious, drawing too much attention? And that's what I thought, and that's when I started, when I was talking with my friend about this, I said, how much is a hotel even? So I started Googling. The average hotel is $25 the night. And that's cheap. Plus taxes in some cases and additional costs. Then you have other hotels who are around $60, $70, $80, $100 plus taxes plus additional fees per one night. Just per night. Just one night. Just one night. So, when you think about it, renting a whole flat for $60, $70 a month, $80 when the currency exchange, to give you an idea, per month, it makes sense. Even you don't spend much electricity, you only shower every now and then, you don't have to pre-cancel if anything goes south. You can come and go every hour you want, as many times as you want. So we were thinking about that. We were like, yeah. And even if it's not a sneaky link, it makes sense. Which, by the way, I kind of have pity at times for her life, because they don't last. He doesn't have much stamina. We can hear the sounds. If you're going to have such a poor sex life, just don't have any at all. Just saying. Just saying. So, why I have lips? I have all lipstick in my fingers. All right. How can I complain when my fingers are dirty? Anyhow, that sounded terrible now that I think about it. I was thinking it's something more innocent. It sounded terrible. Anywho, here's the part in which it's connected with the falling of fertility rates. Vast majority of people cannot move houses before 30. Vast majority of people live with their parents even after they have a kid. So it's very likely this nurse is actually living with her parents and her kid in a very small house. So even if she doesn't have a sneaky link, just the fact that she cannot afford to have privacy, it's a big deterrent to everyone's sex life. Almost no one can have sex nowadays, with all due respect. Almost no one. You know why? Because they're living with their parents. And the walls are thin. And people are conservative. You cannot afford yourself to have a kid. And even worse, once you have made the mistake of having a kid, now that kid is going to hear everything you do. And your parents. So that makes things more uncomfortable. So there is no privacy. If it's no privacy, there are no children being made. You can dance tango, you don't have kids. Mosquito. So, I went on a murderous rampage against the mosquito. He won. I lost. I have a mosquito going around the roof. I'm too short for that. So he won. So yeah, I just People are sending me text. I'm so sorry. So, here's the thing. Here's another reason why people are not having kids. People don't have privacy. And you might think, Victoria, so what? That didn't stop people. It's just that you don't understand. When you're living with your parents, that is a big catch, especially in more conservative societies. Especially if you have, like I said, had the mistake of having a kid. They're going to be like, how dare you to do this again? You cannot afford yourself to have another kid. How can you do this? What if there is another mistake? You know what I mean? It's just, people don't realize how much the cost of living is actually affecting the fertility rate, because people cannot leave their houses and cannot have privacy. Or even if they do, I don't know, if they want to leave, I don't know, they want to go to a hotel or something, it's so expensive that it's just not possible of doing that. Like $80 a night plus taxes plus additional fees for one night. And they put a limit on how many people can go into that place. And it's an apartment or something like that. By the way, there were so many sneaky hotels going around. There was this room on the center by doing this research and trying to know how much a hotel costs in the area. I found out that in the center of where I live, near the church, I saw this apartment complex. And one of the apartments has a balcony. And I was like, always different people I would see, and I would be like, wow, what a social life does that family there has. Fascinating. Turns out it's a hotel room. You know, the one, it's not an Airbnb, not exactly. You can book it through other portals. I didn't saw it in Airbnb. I don't know how to pronounce that in English, okay? Just bear with me. Have some mercy for my Spanish accent. It's just I'm struggling with the Airbnb. That one. I didn't saw it on that portal. I saw it on booking.com or something like that. I was like, oh, that's why there were so many different people in the same place. It's a sneaky hotel. So being the fact that I'm just without a job, doing a job hunt from my house, I can be as nosy as I want. I'm my nosy grandma. It's coming out from the inside out. You know, I'm like Gossip Girl. It's just so many secrets in such a small town. And so many apartments are not really apartments. They're a hotel. Like a really sneaky one. I'm like, wow. So this couple, whether they're cheating on someone or not, whether they're being sneaky and just work colleagues, which they're work colleagues because they both use scrubs and she works in a hospital. Duh. Duh. They're a couple. Either way, whether she wants privacy from her daughter and her family, or she wants, sneak around from and find out from someone, they're doing it in my right next to my house. The other day, she apparently had fun because how she was screaming, it was something else. And we were like, I'm a Catholic, my next door neighbor, it's an evangelical. And if you think Catholics are conservative, honey, some Protestant branches are way more conservative than we are. We were together right there outside the door on the hallway, and we were like, did you hear that? Yeah. We were Two gossip grandmothers. No, but the beef started because she never cleans the floor. This is the thing. We wouldn't be talking about her. And I know gossip is bad according to Jesus. I know. Forgive me, Lord. I'm a human. But let's face it. She doesn't clean the floor. We're the only ones cleaning the floor. We're the only ones cleaning the whole place, actually. It's unfair. So, yeah. Small town gossip. So it's cheaper, apparently, to rent a whole flat for a whole month than paying for a whole hotel room for one night. It's just awesome. It's just, wow. Fascinating. Anywho, I'm going to keep at it with my popcorn, editing some videos. Oh yeah, I have another video to record. Forgot. What did I want to talk about? I'm going to watch on the other recording. Because I told you I would talk about something. I'm going to wash my hands again and I'm going to keep on eating the popcorn. And yeah, what is your gossip in your town? Tell me about it. I'm all ears. I'm all nosy. Come on, tell me. What sneaky links do you know about? Have a beautiful day. And everyone, thank you so much for your time. Until next time, I wish you nothing but the best. And remember, if you want to have kids, you better get yourself some privacy. And if you're going to do something sneaky, apparently you have to go next to the other town, next town. Just rent a flat. I don't know. Till next time, I wish you nothing but the best. Stay safe and please don't cheat on anyone. I sincerely mean it. Before you judge me for being a gossip woman, being a woman who is doing ungodly things and is just gossiping around, judge those who are being sneaky around. Just don't be sneaky and there will be nothing to gossip about. Till next time, I wish you nothing but the best. And bye-bye.